Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at the deck that I finished my legend climb this season. It's a Highlander Demon Hunter. I kind of took advantage of the fractured meta after the Shaman nerf and I guess kind of anything goes. And just wanted to play something a little different and it turned out to be this. And I had a little bit under 60% win rate on my climb, so it wasn't doing spectacularly well. And I don't actually quite recommend the deck. But if you happen to have some cards and you want to play with some fun cards that don't really see play in Demon Hunter, then this is an opportunity to do so. My favorite thing about this deck is using expendable performers when I have Netrandamus in my hand, having a bunch of Illidari die, and then Netrandamus will summon some Tengost minions. It's just hilarious when it works. There's also some other fun cards that I can play with in this deck that I haven't had a chance to play with much otherwise, like Coilfang Warlord. I've always liked Coilfang Warlord. Just a big rush minion that becomes a beefy taunt. It's so fun. One of the main win conditions of the deck is Yashu Rush, because there's a bunch of these corrupt cards in this deck. There's Strongman, there's Fleethoof Pearl Tusk, there's the Medic, and also the Insatiable Fellhound. I've had a fun times with Insatiable Fellhound too. Just getting a fairly big lifesteal taunt minion early in the game can really help you defend. Some great stuff that can happen. I didn't quite manage to finalize the deck by the time I reached Legend. Finalizing a Highlander deck is really difficult because, of course, 30 different cards, so you take one out and you put something in and there's just so many things that you can tune. I can say, however, that the worst card in this deck is Zai the Incredible. I actually kind of regret having Zai in this deck. Zai turned out to be almost completely useless. Zai is like an anti-control card, but it's not a control meta at all. So you could consider running something like an Acidic Swampoos in that slot or a Manafeeder Pantera maybe. Other than that, if you're looking for this sort of mid-range style Demon Hunter deck, then this is a playable alternative. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for your early game, especially Zephrys the Great for answer to anything, and then just Umberwings, Wandmakers, these sorts of basic early game cards. And then you just roll on from there depending on what you manage to draw. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also support the content that I create by joining as a member here on YouTube or joining as a subscriber on Twitch where I live stream Hearthstone. And now, let's go take a look at Highlander Demon Hunter in action. Okay, we can do this hand. If I had this hand in the last game, I would have won it. With the hand the Warlock had, I would have won the game. Easy. If this was my hand against the hand that they had. Just a matter of luck sometimes. Let's see. I mean, you can't always get the good cards, no matter how you mulligan. That's not how the game works. My mulligan was fine, everything was fine, but the draw wasn't. And that just happens sometimes. It's just the nature of the game. So this is the Enhancement Shaman. This is the new hotness. This is the hot stuff. This is stuff everyone wants to be like at the moment. Let's see what happens when I face that one. Yes, that is a lifesteal taunt minion. Would you like to bang your head on it?
Never be afraid of your inner power.
Ah. They might find something. Okay, that's a good one. I believe I still want to remove the minion.
Be my shield. Never be afraid of your inner power.
Let's remove the minion there. I had the option to silence it and keep this at full health. I'm not completely sure what cards they have, so I didn't go for that option. But that might have been a better line of play. Oh no, it's a Doomhammer! Run away! Actually, I think I just want to remove it. They might find another. We'll see. The game's far from over. Ah, good dunk tank. Alright. We get another lifesteal taunt on the way. Shaman has surprisingly many cards still. I haven't been able to get through and get rid of the cards. That can be a problem. There won't be lots of big minions, so like killing off the Coilfang Warlord to get the taunt minion isn't a simple task. Really? They were able to randomly generate that? That was great. Definitely a risk of dying here.
Never been struck by lightning.
Well, I'm able to get the taunt minion on the way. Then I can't heal. That's a tough one. I'll take the taunt. But they might have the burn to kill me. They might just have the burn. Discovering dragons is never fun.
We are friends now.
Discovers a dragon that discovers a legendary minion. Well, Immolation Ore handles those, right?
I'm still standing.
This'll make the pain go away.
Okay. So, Doomhammer and Rockbiter isn't an answer now. They need something else. What can they find? Double Storm Strike and something. That could be the answer. They might have it next turn. They might have it next turn. Strongman could help. They need Lava Burst or they need Cumulo Maximus. Random 2-cost minions. I guess we do. Kill the minion. Okay, they have one card from the deck. 2 cards from the deck now and 1 legendary minion. Do they get 5 burn?
This is not ready to fight.
They don't. So, like, we just took down the current hot deck. Maybe I can't afford to keep it. Any good Galagrant Warlock? I don't think there are any really good Galagrant Warlock decks right now, no. Some have an above 50% win rate, but I haven't been able to have success with any of them, so it seems to me that those have success only on lower ranks. Are they releasing minis at Info today? No. Why would they? I mean, that would be unheard of. For them to release information at this hour, I mean. They always do it at a specific time, typically. And it's not this time. What's the best priest deck? There are no good priest decks. Well. I have drawn all of my expensive cards. And that could be a problem. Because there are a lot of good uses for Zephyrs in this matchup. And none of them are early. What's the best Warlock deck? 2. Right now it's 2. Oh, that feels bad, man. But this draw is miserable. I mean, the mana curve is focused on the cheaper cards. But as you can see, I'm only drawing from the expensive end. But if we can survive a little bit longer, maybe we can do some things. They don't have the Libram in hand. That's a piece of good news. I think I need the mana burn now. Make it more difficult for the Paladin to do things this turn, so that I will be able to get that claw machine out there next turn.
I must have slain 100 or so.
That's tough. That's also tough. Not the end of the world, but need to do the claw machine here. Kill off that one. Get another card. Cycle of Hatred. I wish this was the performers. Cycle just... Paladin doesn't go that wide. They can go pretty tall.
I cannot wait to read these.
More buffs coming. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's tough. So do I need Zephyrs for a death here? That's not what I wanted to use Zephyrs for. And ideally I would have wanted to copy Zephyrs with Zai. That doesn't seem to be happening right now.
Demons.
Already 4 blessing or 4 Libram discounts. I think I unfortunately have to use the Zephyrs now, which is really bad for me. That was just too much pressure. Face a manipulator and that isn't good enough. I guess we're gonna pick the big game hunter. It wasn't really the card that I was looking for, but sure. Why not? Ah, he is on laser. Well, I did play this deck to legend. Overall, it's mediocre though. Are any of those Rampelli decks good? No, they're all terrible. Paladin just had too much pressure in this game. It just keeps coming. More and more pressure.
Out of your depth.
So qualifying to kill that. Zephyrs kills that. There's just 1 minion on the board. And Paladin now has a weapon equipped, so using Libram of Justice is a little awkward here. But I'm down to 13, so they might as well. Maher subscribed. Hey, thanks for the support.
I must have slain 100.
Ouch. That was tough. Ouch. Big ouch.
I do love a good.
No, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Look at the tempo. Okay. So it seems to me that I'm very dead. Any outs? I mean, I have the Renowned Performer. I have a Silence for the Bragot. I don't think it's enough anyway. I just don't see. I just don't see a path. That Paladin had some serious tempo.
Time grows short. You cannot break the broken.
I have to do it like this. On the board, the Paladin doesn't have the damage to kill the Battle Lord. But they probably have it somehow. I just saw a Libram of Justice. So unless they happen to have a second one,
Try to keep your
Ah, there's the Lord Barrow. They're 2 off. But, I mean, there are Penflingers in that deck. Well, them having to actually swing into my minion was pretty good, though. Oh boy, some options. Cycle? Cycle doesn't corrupt the strongman. Can't play strongman with the performer. This will draw the Penflingers. I've already seen the Braggarts. The Penflingers can kill me if they find a little bit of something. It still has to be the cycle. I just don't see another way. Hope Paladin doesn't have a lot of spells there. All the cards are recent, so I have no read on any of them. Yes, I know these are coming. Are you telling me that it's Penflinger and a broomstick? It's Penflinger and a broomstick. Oh, come on. That was tough.
reporting for duty.
Paladin has only 2 cards. We'll have 3 cards. I'm at 7, so Penflinger still needs to deal some damage. Is there a way with the Immolation Aura? I think it has to be the Eterandamus here. I have 13 damage, so I don't have the remaining 4. I believe it will have to be the Eterandamus. That will corrupt the Strongman. So then I can play the Strongman. And now Paladin will have Penflinger plus 2 cards. Those 2 cards are absolutely crucial. What does the Paladin find? Penflinger and 2 other cards. Okay, Penflinger and 3 other cards. One of them is a Libram of Hope, right? Yes, one of them is a Libram of Hope. That's not enough, the Paladin is dead. They would be dead even if they Penflinged one of the 3/2s.
Reporting for duty.
Say hello to my little friend.
Victory is yours.
Padow! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.